Hey guys, how you doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our daily Forex update for the TD Sequential. So straight over to the charts. That's not the right one. Here we go. Euro US dollar. So there we go. There we have it, guys. Let me just get to the 4 hour so we can see more what's going on. Yep. So what we had was we basically said, we drew this line on, we said if we break this line then it's off to the races, onwards and upwards to fill out the pennant, basically to price target, which we are literally almost at the dot. I think I drew a little bit higher, I drew it based on this this top of the line. But yeah, we can obviously get that extra, squeeze that extra amount out. So yeah, fantastic trade. I mean, this is just, for me, is the perfect example of of a great trade, even when you just have your fundamentals and you're wrong, and you just basically trade what you see. You basically trade the market that you got. So yeah, so obviously we broke out at the top, we had the retrace. This was obviously a good buy. We had the buy 9 here as well on the 4 hour, so it was a great entry as well. It's 4 hour buy and the top of the pennant got you in a perfect trade. I mean, the candle closed a 1, but it was a 9, so your buy entry basically was there. And then onwards and upwards, and then we had another buy entry, which was the main one once we broke out the top of here, once we broke the top of this high here, and then literally this is onwards and upwards to the full pennant formation. I mean, we obviously the pattern traders, the actual breakout obviously completely ignored this 9 because it obviously needs to come a lot higher, which it just is doing basically. So yeah, watch out for the next 4 hour 9 because we could get a retrace then. But yeah, this is just epitomized trading, guys. I mean, you know that I had a view, but I was wrong. But either way, you just got to know where the lines are, where the lines in the sand are, where the breaks are going to be, where your confirmations are, where your targets are, and that's it. It's it basically. There's not much more to say about that. TD wise, I mean, yeah, we're waiting for the 9. I mean, we could have drawn a level under here. If we break below here, then it's a sell trade, but I mean, we could have drawn it. It didn't get activated, so we would have had to delete it by now. So yeah, so we're just waiting to see what's going on. Waiting to see where we top out here. An excellent trade. And then plus I'm bearish of this fundamentally anyway, so let's face it, if it goes high and we get a sell trade somewhere around here, it's just a higher level to sell, isn't it? I mean, you always want to sell higher. But yeah, we'll just have to wait for that trade to come to us, because like I say, we're playing out basically this pennant formation breakout, and we're there or thereabouts. So great trade, great example. I mean, if you guys have been watching my Forex videos over the past like week, 2 weeks, we've been watching the progress of this whole trade. We played it all in real time. It's been a good lesson basically in TD, in formations, in breakout trading, in where your targets are. It's just been a great lesson in everything basically. So right, cable. Sorry, yeah. So cable, cable again. We had the similar, basically breakout move we were looking at, and this was our target. I'm guessing it's just based on the top of the channel. So see if we keep working our way up to the 200. I mean, say this, we'll move this down a bit, this target, because obviously we've got a 200 coming in here, so we maybe will struggle to perform the top of this channel, and obviously we are overall bearish. The movement is clearly overall down, so yeah, maybe we'll underperform to the upside. But yeah, so nothing really to look at here other than we are waiting to either get the target and then see what happens, or we're going to wait for some 9s to play out on the 4 hour time scale. So not too much else to look at there. Euro pound again, this was our sell trade. Wasn't activated, so no trade, therefore just nothing else really to see there. So we can delete this now because this trade wasn't activated. We'll just check on the daily. There's nothing we're looking at here on the daily. Yeah, and so nothing we're really looking at on the daily. To be honest, actually on the daily time frame, we can leave this in. We'll leave this in for the time being. We'll have to move it down a bit, so a break below this level, and then yeah, we'll expect to move down into here. So we sort of adjusted this to a daily time frame, but we will also wait to see if we get anything on the 4 hour. See if we do get a 4 hour entry, in which case we will adjust it to a 4 hour potential trade entry. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, so what we had was, if we break below here, then it's a sell trade. It was based off that 9, I think. Let's just check if we had anything on the daily. Oh yeah, we had a 9 on the daily, so actually we could probably move this down a bit actually to do it based on the daily, but we'll leave it on the 4 hour. We'll leave it on the 4 hours it is. But yeah, so we did sort of fake out below. So it did activate the sell trade, but then yeah, we came back in, so you would either have hit your stop or still be running the position, but you probably wanted to stop out at some point around this level. So yeah, yeah, based off this 9, this is what I do say, guys. So when you get a bit 9 candle this big, and you watch my videos, you know I say this, I just don't like having to then base trades based off a 9 this large. So that's clearly obviously what's causing issues with this trade. So there you go. So yeah, it's not going to perform as well when we've got such a big 9, because obviously if we do sell off to come below it, we've obviously sold off quite a bit already. So but yeah, but obviously the upside still counts perfectly if we break the top of that onwards and upwards. So yeah, at the moment potential sell trade, but just wouldn't be the greatest one to take based on the size of that 9 candle. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Oh, so we've got a 4 hour 9 coming up here now. So got a 4 hour 9. What I would be comfortable doing, potentially drawing a line across here, because I think this 4 hour 9 maybe pushes up, maybe won't, maybe we've maxed out, we'll kind of put it here. I don't know about selling it right here and now, but probably wouldn't be the worst trade, but we'll put a line. So we've got a potential bounce off here down. We'll have a look to the daily for some targets, or even just to break below here. So we'll draw a line here as well, so we can see this is more of a shorter term one, more of a shorter term time frame. So we've got 2 potential sell trades, either at the rejection of this line, so hit it and start coming back down. Obviously they're a bit more, you have to use more of your judgment, because there's not a clear breakout of a line, or a break from under this candle really. Although this candle's still forming, we are still quite far away from there. So, and then we've got to really ideally wait for the 9. So we may adjust this tomorrow or Monday whenever we get an updated 9 candle. But yeah, potential bounce here or sell there. That's kind of what we're looking at. And then similarly, if we don't bounce off that level, if we don't bounce off this level, I mean, yeah, just up to the risk line basically. Up to here is what we'll be looking at. So a bit convoluted, but you guys, I've talked you through it. You know what we're looking at here. So US dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, so we had our breakdown. We basically got to our target almost perfectly. We had then a bit of a retrace, sort of a double tops of sorts. I mean, again, similarly to how we drew this here, you sort of drew the line at the top. If we basically don't, if we break that, it's onwards and upwards. If we don't bounce off it, we come down. This is very similar. This is basically the same thing we would have drawn here. So you would have had the top of the line. If you bounce off that, start to come down again, sell, hit the sell button, and then yeah, then obviously that would have been a great trade. So you can stand and say it is interesting actually how I've just put this on here, trying to explain to you it's a bit more nuance, how you trade like a rejection of a line, but then you have then the perfect example in the next trade. So basically we came back up, that's sort of our level. So if we did break that, then it's a big buy and we're going upwards, but we're likely to bounce off it, in which case it's a sell again. And there we go, look like more weakness in that trade. Yeah, we did sort of have it drawn on here. Look, we had it drawn on this one, above it, upwards, below it, down, and we're obviously getting the down movement. We sort of hit our first target. The 50 period, you know, would have been our second target, and we hit that. This is clear on a 4-hour chart. Yeah, we're not playing off a daily chart there. But yeah, so this 4-hour chart, we sort of had it. We had our first target, had our second target. And then, yeah, and then, well, we're rallying basically up to our first target again, up to the 21. So if you get rejected from that 21, yeah, potential sell trade. But I don't like to enter trades based on moving averages. So this isn't necessarily, unless it's a 200-day. But this is just a 400 period 21, sorry, a 4-hour 21 period moving average. So this would be a target. This would be if you took your profit, or maybe you went long at this moving average, you'll take it off there. Just not that I would be going long here, but you take your profit. If you wanted to re-enter the trade, maybe re-enter some here and here, just however you're playing your position. I would use it to manage my position. I wouldn't use this as an entry to now sell, target and move down to the 200. That may well play out like that, but it's just not a way that I trade. Euro, Japanese yen. 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Yes, a 4-hour chart. We should have really drawn this on. Not sure why I didn't. Maybe we just didn't look at it. Maybe we were waiting for to see how we interacted with the 200-day. So yeah, we're gonna see how basically we have to wait now. We've got we're in the middle of a day count, daily count, so we can keep going. This isn't based on that and the strength of this upward strength of this market. I would look for some form of daily confirmation we're going to do something. But yeah, the daily 200 is important, so I will draw it on because of the daily 200 is important as a rejection zone. Trading below this would be something that I would be interested at. Alright, I know you're probably thinking, well, you didn't draw it in before and we came below and you would have got stopped out of that trade, or you would have got some profit and then broke even or whatever. But right, so like I said, at this point in time, I would have looked at this saying, right, we're coming up on the 200, we're in a nice green count, we're a nice move up. I would want to wait to see how we interact with this 200 first. That's what I would have said. Now we're at the 200, so now I feel it is proper then to maybe expect the rejection now. At this level. So if we do now break this lower part of the 9, we'll move it down just a little bit. So now if we do break this lower level, 9 level here, then yeah, then I do believe activating the sell trade. And you could even be more conservative. You could draw it, you could draw here, you could draw the level there, because obviously we are looking at a daily, we are looking at a macro move. We've got a nice horizontal and this low here. In fact, we will put it there because we are basing this off a daily 200, which is a very macro indicator. The daily 200 on obviously a daily chart. So we will give ourselves more leeway for this move, and then we'll just look for a move down to let me just we'll get rid of the arrow on here first, and we will be targeting a move down to the 400, the 200 on the 4-hour, down to here. So although we are strong, actually that's a bit punchy. We are strong, maybe only down to here. And then we will put the line in for potential further downside if we don't break off that line. So I hope you guys are starting to get the hang of how I'm starting to annotate the charts now. I'm sort of putting 2 hours when it's like itself, so you kind of know we've got this one level, we may bounce off it. If you don't, the next one. So yeah, we've got that, we're all on that. Aussie dollar, US dollar, so we had a sell trade. Guessing this is based on a daily. Yeah, I mean, we just got big candles here, but it was based on the daily. This is now basically, I would say, null and void as a trade idea. I'll potentially be looking for a 4-hour 9, or even moving this up on the daily now for a potential sell entry to basically the bottom of this 9 candle. We maybe were a little bit more conservative with the move, but yeah, just around here basically, and we'll move that probably down to where we estimate that 50 period will be coming in. But yeah, again, we are basically at the 200-day. So this is we have broken above it as well. So obviously, taking this sell here, it's a similar trade. It'd be like, well, do you want to be jumping in when we say close to the 200-day, which is the more obvious resistance? But yeah, we've got our trade in now. So if we bounce off the 200, start to close down here, or do close down here, that would be a good short trade. So we'll leave that one on. US dollar, Canadian dollar. So we had our great sell trade. Fantastic sell trade on the 4-hour there. Just literally amazing sell trade. We then looked at that 9. We said, look, if we break that, buy trade. If we don't, just more downwards. So yeah, not much to look at there. Anything on the daily? Nothing on the daily. 4 hours better, guys. This is what I tell you. You just get more trades, more cleaner cut trades on the 4-hour. Oh wow, so we're dropping out this pennant now. So we had a nice pennant drawn. We're dropping out. We're dropping out. This is all we could really draw on this, was this pennant. We'll just straighten it up a bit. On the daily, it should be more clear. Yeah, dropping out this pennant, dropping out this formation pretty nicely. Yeah, so we'll draw a projected target and we'll just see how this plays out. You guys do know from our previous Euro US dollar pennant, we can come back and test it and then bounce off it, or we can just keep coming down, or even get back into it and break back above it. But at the moment, it's bearish. At the moment, this is our potential target. Well, yeah, this is our target. But yeah, again, maybe expect a retest and a breakdown. So well, yeah, this is an interesting trade. This could be a good move. This could be a big move. Obviously, a lot of days of action, compression there. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, daily 9 near the 200. This is almost a textbook sell entry. Obviously, if we get the trade, we'll be conservative. It's because it's a big trade. It's a big move you'd expect. If we reject from near the 200 day on this daily 9, we'd expect a big move. So we can be conservative with our entry. And that will be down there basically. Obviously, this horizontal confluence. And I mean, you've got a target lower than this really. Yeah, we'll have this as a target. This would be what I'd potentially be looking at to play out. Obviously not instantly, but over time. Dollar index. So we had it. We had our move down to the 200. We must have had a 4-hour 9, which we clearly didn't do anything with. Yeah, we had the 4-hour 9, which basically didn't activate the trade. So we have got to delete that now. We obviously bounced off that, so it basically became the sell line, and we've got a new 4-hour 9 now. So we've got a new entry. This is cool. I like this. A new entry. Let's get rid of this line. What I will start doing is sort of leaving a lot of these on as well, so we can look back in time at our previous trades, and we'll just have that for the historical record. Oh, this is very punchy, this level is though. Maybe just move this up a little bit here. Yeah, so if we take that out, yeah, I mean just test the 200. Test the 200 dollar index. That's what we're kind of looking at here. So we'll leave that on, maybe make this a bit shorter. Yeah, so interesting potential move in the dollar index. Yeah, so we broke above, tested it, and still above it. So we'll see what happens here on this trade. I just don't like how strange this one looks. Anything on the daily? Nothing on the daily, other than obviously the daily 9, which we are basically playing here. US dollar Mexican peso. Yeah, we've got the buy trade, break above here, the buy, if not just down, but obviously we get into this 200, so this is a definite take profit zone here. Oh, on a 12 hour, why on a 12 hour? Yeah, so here we go, daily, this is what we're looking at. Yeah, so this looks good. Yeah, potential bounce here upwards, we'll see what happens. US dollar Turkish lira, so yeah, we had continuation sell below here, if we broke below there. And then the buy, so we sort of did break below, had a bit of a fake out. Yeah, this must be a 4-hour trade because of how I've drawn the line. Yeah, so we had the 9 here, and yeah, it was a case of if we break back below this 9, this level here, then it was a sell, and if we break above it, it's a buy. Yep. So look at this on the daily again. Yeah, so it looks like we could be getting into the buy trade again here. So more dollar strength, which obviously coincides with this dollar strength, potential dollar strength. So you can see how these are playing together. But yeah, but failing that, if we break below here, sell. So there we go. There's our Forex update for today. Remember, it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys soon.